The night was bitter cold, the kind that bites through jackets and freezes the soul. Snow fell thick and fast, covering the quiet mountain road in white silence. A single headlight flickered weakly in the storm, a motorcycle struggling through the darkness. The woman riding it, her arms trembling, fought the steering as the wind howled. Strapped to her chest was a tiny baby, wrapped in a thin blanket. Her eyes burned from the snow, her breath shallow. She was running out of gas, and out of time. Miles ahead, inside a small wooden cabin, Daniel Parker, a single dad and Army veteran, sat beside a dim fire, watching his twin boys sleep. Life hadn't been easy since his wife passed 2 winters ago. He worked nights at a repair shop and mornings delivering firewood just to keep the lights on. But no matter how tired he was, Daniel never forgot what he learned in the Army: no one gets left behind. That night, as he sipped his last cup of coffee, he heard a faint noise outside. At first, he thought it was just the storm. But then, a knock. Weak, desperate, he grabbed his flashlight and opened the door. There she was, a woman, soaked in snow, trembling, clutching a tiny baby in her arms. Behind her, the motorcycle had fallen over, half buried in the drift. Her lips were blue, her eyes filled with fear. "Please, I just need somewhere warm for my baby," she whispered. Daniel didn't hesitate. "Come in, quick." He wrapped them both in blankets, brought them to the fire, and poured hot water into a mug. The baby whimpered softly as the warmth began to reach them. Her name was Lena. She had been on the road for 2 days, escaping a violent home. She had nowhere to go, no family, no money. Just the bike she rode and the child she carried, little Noah. Daniel listened quietly, feeling that familiar ache in his chest. He knew what it meant to lose everything, to feel invisible, unwanted. He looked at his boys sleeping beside the fire and saw in Lena's eyes the same fear his wife once carried when Daniel left for deployment. "Stay here tonight," he said. "We'll figure things out in the morning." The storm raged all night, but the cabin was warm, filled with the soft crackle of fire and the quiet breathing of 2 people who hadn't felt safe in a long time. Morning came, clear and bright. The snow outside glistened like diamonds. Daniel stepped out to start his truck, planning to drive Lena and her baby to town. But as he opened the door, he froze. The sound came first, a deep rumble. Then, one by one, they appeared over the hill. Motorcycles. Dozens of them. Shining chrome, black leather jackets, roaring engines echoing through the mountain air. Lena stepped outside, clutching her baby, confusion written across her face. That's my club," she whispered. Turns out, Lena had been part of a biker community before her life fell apart, a group that treated her like family until she disappeared to protect her baby. When word spread that she'd been found safe, the entire brotherhood rode out, 101 bikers strong, to thank the man who had sheltered her when no one else would. The leader, a massive man with gray in his beard and a gentle voice, stepped forward. "You saved one of ours, brother. You'll never stand alone again." Daniel was speechless. For years he'd fought his battles in silence, raising kids alone, scraping by, never asking for help. But now, as the engines quieted and the bikers surrounded his cabin, offering food, clothes, repairs, even a new roof, he realized something powerful: sometimes heroes don't wear uniforms. Sometimes, they just open their door. Over the next few days, the cabin turned into a gathering place. Bikers repaired Daniel's fences, stocked his pantry, and played with his twins in the snow. Lena, now safe and smiling again, cooked breakfast for everyone, her laughter echoing through the valley. The story spread across town, the veteran who sheltered a biker mom, and soon local news arrived. Strangers sent donations, volunteers offered jobs, and Daniel's small act of kindness turned into a wave of compassion that no storm could ever bury. That night, when everyone had gone, Lena stood at the door, holding Noah in her arms. "I don't know how to thank you," she said softly. Daniel smiled. "Just promise me one thing: pay it forward. Help someone when they knock, like you did." Tears glimmered in her eyes. "I will." Months later, Daniel's life had changed completely. His repair shop was busier than ever, his boys had new friends, and Lena often visited with Noah, her motorcycle now parked proudly beside his old truck. The bikers still came by, bringing warmth and laughter to the quiet valley. And sometimes, when snow falls and the world grows cold, Daniel sits by the fire, watching the glow dance across his boys' faces. He remembers that night, the knock on the door, and how a simple act of kindness brought 101 bikes to his doorstep, and light back into his life. If you believe kindness can change the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it, because sometimes, one small act of love can ride farther than you'll ever imagine.